chances the years it was called off too. Race 8, Strathalbyn, a riding change. Number 2, Mr. Junee, will now be ridden by Shane Carl, and that's a replacement for Chad Lever. Race 8, number 2, S. Carl. S. Cale, I think they call him over that way. Now, Gosford is coming up, Strathalbyn's coming up, and then Moonee Valley, race 7. Let's give you an early call on the 7th event.
Yes, Gosford Gold Cup. He's trained by that Master Cup trainer, Neville McBurney, and he'll be very well ridden by a top jockey in Paul Falvey. Paul, you've ridden him his last couple of runs. He was out of a place in the Rolly Mile at Hawkesbury. How'd he go there?
Yeah, he was a little bit disappointing in the Rolly Mile, John, but when I came back and I was talking to Neville, and he said that he may have been a little bit easy on him through the week because he's only a little horse, and he said he lightened off with the work, and he just thought he whacked away, and he probably had the eventual winner. I had him pocketed, come around the corner, and he just pushed me out of the way as though I wasn't there. So yeah, he wasn't real competitive that day. But you know, back to the mile and quarter today, round Gosford. You know, oh well, the sting's out of the ground, so. You know, the track's bordering on slow, so that's going to help him too. So, and he's down, you know, half kilogram over the minimum, so he's right in it.
And 2 runs back, he ran a very good race at Randwick in the Country Cup.
That was a top run that day because he's only like, you know, just over 15 hands high, and he doesn't carry weight, and he had about 61 kilos that day, and he ran 4th, and it was a sort of run where you think when he comes back down in the weights again, he's going to be really competitive.
Yeah. Good on you, mate. Keep out of trouble. I hope you have a nice run in the race.
No worries. Thanks, John.
Thank you, Paul. Paul Falvey, who's riding Space Age in the Gosford Cup.
Time for a short break, and then back with Ipswich. Crop 12, Space Age 12, 540 Viva La Vie with Mark de Montfort, the new rider, and Act Natural at $87. Then it's Conair, Grant Buckley's the rider, 44, 23 Expect a Star, Hebe Rebe 16, Strange 100, and Yes Chief is at $21. That's the latest update for the Gosford Cup. It's a Group 3, and it's coming up in about 5 or 6 minutes. We'll bring you the late mail from Gary Harley and the latest news in just a moment. Moonee Valley race 7, correct weight. Mad Harry for Malcolm Pay beat On the Menu, and You're Joking. The 291 trifecta was 123.80. Race 6, Ipswich, the race just run. From the Cellar, 460, 150. Times Precious, 140. Definite Decision, 190. The Quinella was $7.70 and the trifecta $78.30.
Right, Matt, thank you. So, Hey Pronto favourite on course in front of Viva La Vie, and Call Me, oh, actually Manahill's second pick, and then Viva La Vie. Right, so as they start to move in pretty well here for the Cup, on the tape, 390, 190 for number 1 Hey Pronto, $6, 220 for number 3 Call Me Lily, and then $7, 260 for number 4 Manahill, and number 7, and that's Viva La Vie. As we work down the list, Viva La Vie is, we'll just check that tape. It's a bit indistinct on the infield board. It looks like it's now 670 and 230, and the bookie's favourite is Hey Pronto. Now the line is just about set for the Central Coast Hotels 2002 Gosford Gold Cup. 2100 metres is the journey. The red lights are on, and they're off. And one of the best out was Manahill, jumping nicely Crop, and the same can be said near the inside for Conair. The favourite Hey Pronto was right there, and not far away is Call Me Lily, followed closely by Viva La Vie, who's out pretty wide. And then comes Space Age, and behind those next Expect a Star. Down the straight to the judge with a lap to go, and Manahill is the leader. About a length on a quiver, Crop third and Viva La Vie fourth. Followed closely by Conair on the inside of Hey Pronto from Yes Chief, Call Me Lily. And then comes Expect a Star, who's racing over on the inside of Space Age. 2 lengths to Hebe Rebe, Act Natural next to last, and Strange is last of all. They work their way on to the second corner, sighted at the 1300, and Manahill shows the way and swings that bend out by about 3 parts of a length to a length on a quiver. Crop is third, Viva La Vie about a horse or so off the rails is fourth, being tagged by Hey Pronto, who's got Conair on its inside. A couple of lengths further back is Yes Chief around Call Me Lily, 1 to Space Age, and then Expect a Star, Hebe Rebe, Act Natural, and and 3 lengths to Strange. They're stringing out now, coming into the back straight, past the halfway they go, and Manor Hill leads a length on a quiver and 2 lengths to Viva La Vie, keeping company with Crop on its inside. A length and 3/4 to Hey Pronto, and then Conair, followed by Call Me Lily, starting to muster some speed. A length further away past the 800 is Yes Chief, and then comes Space Age around Expect a Star. 3 or 4 lengths to Hebe Rebe, 2 to Act Natural, and 1 length to Strange. Out of the back straight in the Gosford Gold Cup by the 600, and Manor Hill from a quiver with Viva La Vie edging closer. Following it forward is the favourite Hey Pronto, and then Crop, followed by Call Me Lily, Expect a Star, Space Age, and then Yes Chief, Conair, and the others headed by Hebe Rebe. Coming down to the corner, and they've got about 300 metres left to go, and Crop got through a gap, and as they straighten up, Crop in front, Space Age, and Hey Pronto on the outside, followed at the head of the others then by Expect a Star and Call Me Lily. Viva La Vie is the leader, however, about 100 to go. Hey Pronto coming home fast. It's Viva La Vie in front, nearing the wire. Viva La Vie wins the Gosford Gold Cup. Viva La Vie beat Hey Pronto and Space Age, and then came Call Me Lily in company with Hebe Rebe from Expect a Star. Then Act Natural, Manor Hill, Yes Chief, a quiver, Crop, followed home by Strange, and last to complete the course was Conair. Number 7 wins race 7, the Gosford Gold Cup for 9th for 2002. Mark de Montfort picking up a late ride only this morning when Gavin Duffy had a track fall in Brisbane. Not fit to come down and ride today. And Mark was legged aboard the Joe Pride Viva La Vie, who's now had the 3 runs back from a spill, all for Joe and all for 100% successes. 7, 1, 6, 11 are the official placings in the Cup. Number 7, Viva La Vie, Mark de Montfort first. Second goes to number 1, Hey Pronto, ridden by Dan D for Danny Beasley. Third, number 6, Space Age, Paul Falvey. And number 11, fourth, and that was Hebe Rebe, Darryl McClellan. 5th to number 3 and 6th to number 10. A long neck, 3/4 of a length. The time was 2:12.41. And the last 600 metres took 36.95. The winner is by Walenda from Jalifa, as I say, trained by Joe Pride, who's done an outstanding job with this horse, who's raced by Mr. J.Y.H. Lee's Imperial Lodge Proprietary Limited Syndicate. And Mark de Montfort, no stranger to big race success, booting home Viva La Vie, a perfect ride, a 10 out of 10. Okay, it's 7, 1, 6 and 11 after the Cup of 2002.